Okay. Imagine working long hours, backbreaking hours under the scorching sun. No, there's no water, no shade, no bathroom breaks, and worst of all, there's no guaranteed that you'll be paid fairly, if at all. For decades, this was a daily life of American farm workers until a man named Cesar Chavez chose to fight for change. Not with pistol weapon, but with persistence and purpose and peace, like nonviolence. Uh, Chavez wasn't just a labor leader, he was a symbol of dignity and justice for people who were often overlooked, people who were forgotten or ignored. His story matters because he changed the way that America treats its essential workers. He empowered communities. He built a movement based off nonviolence, one that still echoes in today's world. According to Brent Attica, in an article, Cesar Chavez was revised in 2023. Cesar was a central figure for the labor rights movement whose life work continues to shape civil rights discussions today. Today I'm going to walk with you through the journey of Cesar Chavez, his humble beginnings, his courageous activism, and the lasting legacy left behind. Early life. Cesar Estrada Chavez was born on March 31st, 1927 in Yuma, Arizona. His family owned a small ranch and grocery store, but like many others during the Great Depression, they lost everything. They were forced to move and his family became migrant farm workers traveling across California in order to survive. Cesar Chavez started working on the fields at the age of 10, but by 8th grade, he had dropped out of school to support his family full-time. According to History.com, an article, Cesar Chavez quotes deaths and accomplishments. This early exposure to injustice, long hours, and low pay and harsh treatment deeply influenced his mission to make a difference in the world. And this is workers, and that's Cesar Chavez right here working the fields. These early experiences didn't break him; they built him. He learned the sacrifice and the importance of family and the pain of being silenced. This was drove him to become a voice for the voiceless. Activism and labor movements. In 1962, Chavez co-founded National Farm Workers Association with Dolores Ureta. It was a small at first, just a few farm workers gathering to talk about dignity and justice and fairness, but it quickly grew into a national movement. He didn't just fight. He organized. He trained workers in nonviolence. He marched hundreds of miles, and he fasted. He asked all Americans to support his cause, not by donating money, but by boycotting Greeks. According to Brent Attica, Chavez led the famous Deleano Great Strike, a 5-year boycott that brought attention to the horrible conditions that farm workers were facing. He believed in La Causa, translation the cause. He spread the message everywhere he went. His organization skills brought together workers, students, and churches and communities and races of all backgrounds together. One of the most powerful tools was peace. While others used violence, Chavez used his words, his actions that showed strength. Real strength comes from standing firm, not striking back. Lasting legacy. Because of his leadership, the U.S. passed the California Agricultural Labor Relations Act in 1975, a law that gave farm workers the right to unitize and bargain collectively. According to History.com, this was one of the first major legislative wins for laborers, all thanks to Chavez's determination and vision. Chavez unfortunately passed in 1993, but his legacy didn't end. Several states now recognize Cesar Chavez Day on March 31st. Schools, parks, streets, and all celebrate and bear his name. His work paved the way for later activists who chose nonviolence, like Dolores Ureta and even Barack Obama and like Martin Luther King and stuff. And then there was this famous phrase, one that travels on in posted signs and campaign speeches. Si se puede, translation, yes, it can be done. This wasn't just a slogan, it was a belief that even the poor, the tired, and the uneducated could change the world. Cesar Chavez's life teaches us something powerful that changes the change doesn't require wealth, status, or violence. It only requires courage, commitment, and compassion. He stated that he started working in the fields, but at the end of his life, he ended up changing the laws for everybody. He used fasting instead of fighting. He lifted people up instead of turning them down. As he once said, preservation is one's own culture does not require contempt or disrespect for other cultures. His voice still speaks to us today, reminding us that every person deserves to be treated with dignity, and that yes, si se puede, it can be done. You can change the world.